very much. How you doing? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's great to be here. See? The devil has come to Carolina. You people are on an Easter weekend. Isn't it Easter weekend? And you're here? Oh, you are going to burn in hell. You're going to pray for me. Good luck. You're Jews. Ooh. Boy, the Jews yell right out here. That's the New South, boy. We're Jews. They used to hide that kind of stuff down here. Yeah, I saw you had the big 10-gallon yarmulke. I know, close enough. But, but they're brilliant at wedge issues. You know, they put something on the ballot that gets the focus of people out. For Democrats, it could be pot. You know, kids would definitely come out to vote to legalize pot. Republicans, they use things like gay marriage, you know. That's how Bush got elected. They put gay marriage on the ballot in 2004, and of course all the mouth breathers turned out to vote against gay marriage, and while they were in the booth, of course, they pulled the lever for Bungles the Clown. But they really came out, but they really came out to vote against gay marriage because that was affecting their marriage so much. Honey, how can I fuck you when there are gay people down there? Just the smell of ass that wanders over here. I can't even think about fucking you because of the gay people fucking down there. But if I had one bit of advice for Obama, it would just be stop trying to make everybody like you. You know, that's to me, yeah. Every great character has a tragic flaw. You know, Hamlet couldn't make up his mind. And Obama just wants everybody to like him, including the conservatives. And I just want to say to him, it's never going to happen. Okay? You could give all the money to the richest 1%, they'll still call you a socialist. You are the wrong age, the wrong party, the wrong color. You are never going to pry their irrational fears from their cold, dead brains. So stop trying. Stop trying. Do the reverse. You know, they're so scared of you that you're going to be this image of the black man that you never are. Be it. Just grow your hair out, you know? It's not illegal to have an afro if you're the president. Rush Limbaugh looks like he's going to have a heart attack. Give him a heart attack. He deserves a heart attack. Flip the script. You know? Take Matt Lauer on a tour of the Lincoln bedroom and say, that's where I'll make my babies at. Just fuck with their minds. Now get the fuck out of my crib. One of those would go a long way. But that's not who Obama is. You know, he's a conciliator. He does. He wants everybody to like him. I mean, my God, this guy last month went to the Chamber of Commerce, the center of evil in America. People who've done nothing but try to not elect him and then unelect him. And he apologized to them. And I thought, why are you apologizing to them? Government saved big business and Wall Street, not the other way around. They should be apologizing to you. It was the banks who said, we need money. And Uncle Sam gave them the money. AIG would be a Halloween supply store right now if it wasn't for the government. There wouldn't be an automobile industry in America. That's the truth. That's a fact. There would be no GM or Ford or Chrysler. I could have lived with that. Why they had to say Chrysler, I don't know. Because I'll tell you a little secret about Sarah Palin. Nobody likes her. Almost nobody. I tell you, there's one group that likes her, because independents don't like her, even the rank and file Republicans don't want her for president. Democrats, of course, hate her. Independents, I said that, okay. Women hate her. Minorities hate her. You know who likes her? White men. Period. Just white men, because they want to fuck her. They think she's hot. Republican men who couldn't get laid with $1 million bill in a whorehouse. Or they're closeted gays, and so they think she's a MILF. She's a MILF. A moron I'd like to forget is exactly what she is. She's like their perfect woman, she's this pristine white woman from the great north, this hearty milk frau, fertile, always shitting out children, and proud of the retarded one. He's not here tonight, it's okay. We're not making fun of him at all. In fact, I defend that kid. I defend that kid. He must be thinking, okay, I'm the retarded one in the family. All right, fine. We must be measuring that very closely. And then, for people who find Sarah Palin a little too intellectual, there's Michelle Bachmann. If Sarah Palin is a little too heavy for you, you can go for the one. Yeah, that idiot. She said, you heard, she says something every week. My favorite was when she said, thank God that our founding fathers solved slavery. Otherwise, we would have had to have a civil war of some kind. From now on, Thomas Jefferson's slaves will be referred to as friends with benefits. These teabaggers, they have some nerve the way they associate themselves with the founding fathers, with the dress up. And the founding fathers would have nothing to do with them. The founding fathers were the exact opposite of what the teabaggers are. That's, again, just the truth. And they were everything the teabaggers hate. They were elitists. They were European thinking. They were cosmopolitan. They read science. They believed in Plato. They went to Paris. They thought the Bible was bullshit. Trust me, they were not the Christine O'Donnells of their day. George Washington was not into NASCAR. I don't know if you know that. Not that I'm knocking NASCAR. It's fabulous. Look, I don't judge. Right? You know that. Oh, I took that one to the cup there. Boy, the crowd just hit me with that well-deserved cynicism. But no, you're right. I do judge a little bit. But here's what I don't judge. I don't judge how you waste time. Because, my philosophy of life is, I don't believe in this guy God, so it's just about be a good person for the sake of it, not because they're going to save your ass. And after that, it's really a lot about distracting yourself until you die. It just is. Come on. We're doing it right now. We're all doing it right now. I'm doing it. You're doing it. We're distracting ourselves till we die. I mean, fuck, people build a little ship inside of a bottle. So don't tell me about wasting time. But NASCAR? I mean, come on. Watching rednecks go around in a traffic circle? There's got to be a better way to do it than that. But, I don't want to... Enough. I'm not going to make any more fun of the teabaggers. That's it. No? All right, maybe a little if it comes up. But no, I'll say something nice about them, which is that, you know what? If they actually would get behind what their supposed issue is, I'd be with them. Because we do have too much debt. I mean, the deficit, which is just what we run up in a year, is 1.6 trillion. Give me an idea how much money that is. Take the value of your house and add 1.6 trillion. So I know these teabaggers like to strut around like they're the fed-up belt tighteners and they're going to get our fiscal house in order. They're such bullshitters. If it comes to it, they don't want to cut anything because that would involve reading and finding out what needs to be cut. It would be so easy to get rid of this debt. One, tax the rich who robbed us. And two, lose the empire. Why do we need an empire? We were never supposed to have it. Jefferson would be turning over in his slave if he found out we had an empire. You know, why are we still in Afghanistan? A country that all 15 Palins working as a team could not find on a map. We've been training the Afghan police for 9 years. They taught Kate Gosselin to do the cha-cha in 3 weeks. And I think what we saw recently in the Middle East, like in Egypt, proved that, you know what, you don't have to invade places to have democracy happen. In fact, it's better if you don't. You know, like, here's a silly one to start off with, but it's something that bothers me, which is, how come atheists still say, God bless you, when someone sneezes?
Force of habit!
I do it all the time, and it just bothers me, because first of all, why are we saying anything? Why does this call for commentary? Someone sprayed snot in a room. If you're going to say anything, it should be, ew. Right? But why does it call for any words at all? People yawn and they cough. Nobody says something. You know, there's a fart. Everybody can go, Gavunga Jew on your fart. You know, this happened and you don't have to talk about it. You know, a high five after a mutual orgasm is, you know, that I accept. That's kind of a... Okay, you were good too. Okay, but let me ask just three questions, very basic questions. Like, one, why is faith good? Right? Very basic. Nobody asks it. Everybody always assumes faith is good. You know, just tell me why the purposeful suspension of critical thinking is a good thing, because I never hear it questioned. Every politician, whether Democrat or Republican, will always say, I'm a person of faith, I'm guided by my faith. Very often, they're asked, you know, what would you do in a crisis? And they'll say, well, the first thing I would do is pray. Oh, great. That is so reassuring to me that when seconds matter, your first move is to try to telepathically communicate with your imaginary friend. That is so reassuring to me. Good news. Okay. Question two. Again, very basic. And this is a question I want to ask pretty much every religious person when they say anything. And and that is, how do you know this? How do you know this? They just seem to have this knowledge of the next world that I don't have. Am I dimmer than you? I don't see this in my head the way you do. After 9/11, Billy Graham said, the people who died that day, where they are now is so glorious, they wouldn't want to come back. How the fuck do you know? And if you're so sure of that, why don't you hang yourself tomorrow? You know, and the way they see the next world with such detail, just be honest and say, I don't know. I don't know what eternity is like. But I saw Inception. I know what it feels like. But honestly, I mean, this is what makes me laugh. The way they can know, the Mormons know that Jesus will return to Missouri. Not Kansas and not Oklahoma. They know exactly. The Muslims know that it's 72 virgins, not 62 or 79. When I was a Catholic kid, they would tell me, I had the whole vision of it, because they told me, when you go to heaven, you'll meet Jesus. He's sitting on a throne. He is the head of a lamb. He'll be sitting on the right hand of the Father, not the left, always the right. There'll be a rainbow-colored unicorn.